We've had a large number of community members express interest in this, and your presence today just confirms that he was a special person. I told the story at the Northwest Neighborhood Association meeting about my kids using the park down there. We call it the little park down there by the hospital, and of sometimes walking home after neighborhood meetings with Drew, and he'd be going home to some sumptuous dinner, and I'd be going home to some warmed over spaghetti, and he was just very interesting to talk with. I will miss him for that. We will plant the tree after the resolution is read. It's a mountain hemlock, and the reason we chose that was John Sison, our gardener, is someone who works very closely with our office when it comes time to do memorials on campus. We try to learn as much as we can about the person and pick something that fits with who the person was. And so the mountain hemlock is found at the source of the rivers and streams in the area. It's a native to Washington sort of species, so we're pleased that there's a good solid connection with Drew and the tree that we're going to plant in his memory today.
I know all of us have had a difficult time with Drew's passing, and it's been a great loss to our community. It's taught me one thing, that in life it is important, I think, to not let unresolved differences go unresolved. And I've tried to pledge in my relationships to not let that happen as I move forward. So again, I want to welcome all of you. Brenda, come on up. All of you know what a great friendship Brenda and Drew had, and I know that this loss was particularly difficult for Brenda, and I know we'd all be honored if you would read the resolution.
This is Resolution 6513, a resolution to honor the life of Councilmember Drew Nielsen, a man who entered politics to make his hometown the best it could be. Whereas Drew Nielsen was loyal to Everett, the town in which he was born, raised, and would eventually come to serve, and whereas he was a passionate advocate for open government, civic engagement, and public access to shorelines, and whereas Drew Nielsen attended Everett Community College, graduating with an associate's degree in 1971, and went on to graduate from University of Washington School of Law, returning to Everett to join his father's law practice. And whereas because of his thorough approach to understanding issues and his real estate background, he brought a great set of skills to the work of the community. And whereas he wandered into politics in the early 1990s when he learned the hospital planned to turn some vacant lots near his house on 13th Street into a parking lot, lobbying hard for it to become a park. And whereas that experience led him to run for the Council of Neighborhoods, where he eventually became chair of the Council of Neighborhoods. And whereas Drew Nielsen, encouraged by his friends, ran for City Council in 2004 and was appointed to a vacated position, winning 3 elections since, 2 of them for full terms. And whereas as a council member he was not afraid to ask detailed questions and to stand up for what he believed was best for the citizens of the city, even if it meant sometimes being on the losing side of a vote. And whereas Drew Nielsen was also a family man, his wife Kim describing her husband as kind and gentle, a fabulous father to his 2 sons, Nate Nielsen and Alec Nielsen, and to hers, Craig Luttrell. Now therefore be it resolved that the Everett City Council and the City of Everett, by planting this tree in the Legacy Garden, we honor Drew Nielsen for his many contributions to the Everett community, and to honor his wish to recognize his mother, Marjorie Nielsen, an Everett Community College graduate and employee who retired in 1988, passed and approved this 27th day of June, 2012.